Hey, welcome to Retirement Made Easy. We have been asked countless times by clients at RetireStrong, now that the big beautiful bill has passed, how much they're going to save in taxes and if their Social Security benefit will now be tax-free. So I thought I'd do a video to show a real life example of a client, of course, changed their name for confidentiality reasons, but this is a millionaire next door client, 65 years old, and what their tax savings are going to be like in 2025 now that the big beautiful bill has passed. And I think you're going to be surprised. So let's get into it. So this is our 65-year-old couple. We're going to call them Barney and Betty, and we're going to show the 2024 taxes, what that looked like last year, compared to this year in 2025, now that the big beautiful bill has passed. So we'll go down. This couple lives in the state of Missouri, like I said. They are the millionaire next door, the epitome of the millionaire next door couple. They are both 65 years old, which is a key point, and I'll get into that in a moment. So column number one, again, this is 2024. Last year's taxes, they had $2,000 in interest. They had $4,000 in qualified dividends, and then they took IRA distributions of $4,000 a month or $48,000 total for the year. They also had a pension of $3,000 a month or $36,000 for the year, and then they had Social Security benefits which totaled $63,000, and of that, what was taxable was $53,550. Now, in 2025, the only thing that increased in their situation was Social Security went up 2.5%. In January of 2025, we all know that there was a 2.5% cost of living adjustment raise. So the $63,000 is now $64,575 for 2025. Now we're going to assume that interest and dividends did not change. That kind of carried over. So we're looking at an apples to apples comparison here from 2024 to 2025. IRA distributions exactly the same, and pension didn't have a cost of living adjustment, so it is still $3,000 a month or $36,000 for the year. So what did change? Well, you can see now Social Security, what's taxable for Social Security is $54,889. A lot of people thought that the big beautiful bill would wipe out all taxes on Social Security income, and that didn't happen. That got tossed out. Now, we go on down. Total income. You can see the total income for 2024 was $143,550. In 2025, it is $144,889. We go on down. You can see the standard deduction last year in 2024 was $32,300 for this couple. So there was an increase for 2025 as part of the big beautiful bill. It did increase the standard deduction, and you can see it's $34,700. But the big change for this 65-year-old couple was what was called the bonus senior deduction. And for anybody 65 or older, it's $6,000 per spouse. So you can see Barney and Betty got a $12,000 senior deduction bonus. Now, this is income-based. For married filing jointly, it starts to phase out at $150,000. For those people that file single, it starts to phase out at $75,000. So keep that in mind. In their case, they're under that $150,000, so they get the full $12,000 senior bonus deduction. And again, that starts at 65. Now, I always have a hard time calling somebody 65 or older, especially 65, a senior. Because at RetireStrong, I promise you, we have clients that are 65 and they look like they're 45. And I can imagine if they were at a restaurant and they asked for the senior discount, that the manager would probably come and ask for their ID because they look that good. I have a hard time for a 65-year-old to call them a senior, but that's what they did here. It's the senior bonus deduction. So you can see what that does to taxable income here. Last year for this couple, it was $111,250, And this year, because of the higher standard deduction and the senior bonus deduction of $12,000, it brings their taxable income down to $98,189. So you can imagine that their total taxes are going to be lower. So last year, they paid $14,301 in federal income taxes. This year, they're only going to pay $11,049. So quick math, that's about $3,250 for the year that they'll save. Now for this couple, last year, they were actually in the marginal bracket, 22%. This year, you can see they're now in the 12% marginal bracket. So for this couple, again, save them about $3,250 for the year. That's almost $300 a month in tax savings. So hey, they'll take it. And I'll show you, this was them last year. You can see they were $12,950 up into the 22% bracket. In comparison to this year, they are actually about $3,000 below the top of the 12% bracket. So this allows them the opportunity, if they wanted to, of course, to do a Roth conversion at the 12% bracket. That's something they'll have to decide on. But going back to kind of a recap here, it's going to save this millionaire next door couple about $3,250 for the year as compared to last year. And no, it did not wipe out all taxes on Social Security income. If I go back, we can see Social Security, part of it is still taxable. In their case, $54,889 of a $64,575 benefit is subject to taxes. So I hope this video has been helpful, kind of teaching you and explaining what to expect as far as tax savings after the big, beautiful bill. I'll see you next time, and remember, always dream big. Hello, I'm Greg Gonzalez, founder of RetireStrong Financial Advisors. If you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about how we help people plan for a successful retirement, visit our website, RetireStrongFA.com.